Hi guys, I'm Jazz.
I'm Layla.
And we founded Luxe Emporium, a jewellery brand, in October 2020.
We grew Luxe to 6 figures within the first 5 months of launching.
Now we have turned over 7 figures and we've been featured in Vogue, Vanity Fair and Glamour.
Which we're really proud of.
We are two sisters. Are we two sisters? Or one? No. Two sisters with one brain cell.
We are 2 sisters, but we are one.
Yeah, we are 2 sisters if you can't tell. And who's the youngest? Guess in the comments. I mean, if you saw us stand up, Lil's like here on my shoulder and I'm like towering over.
We're sisters, but different in length.
Different. We are going to do this in like a Q&A style. If you've got any questions, just comment down below and we'll be more than happy to answer.
Excited? Did you start with a large budget?
We actually started Luxe because I worked at Costa and on the side I saved up £780 like in my savings.
Every last penny.
Yeah, so when we started I was like to Lil, oh let's do a jewellery brand, and she was like, I don't know if that'll work, and I was like, no, come on, like let's just do it. And she said, okay, well if we do it you've got to use your savings.
Well, I didn't have a penny, not one.
Yeah,
well, I was never good at saving, was I?
No, the bossy older sister was like, you need to use your savings, so I did. Yeah, so I don't really think you've got to start with a larger budget. You can't, obviously we just kind of bought, sold, and then grew it from there.
I think that's the best way to do it. You start small and then you don't want to go in and invest like thousands and thousands, unless obviously you've got your marketing and you've got your kind of demand, then obviously there's a time and a place for that, but you really don't need it. Yeah,
you've got to have a proven concept to invest a lot of money into stock. And I think a lot of people are so worried about, I don't want to start a brand because I don't have £10,000 saved up, but you really don't need that. We could have started with even less. We could have started ordering like 3 pieces, like 100 quid, and we could have just built it up from there. You can start smaller basically.
I think you can also overwhelm yourselves with like looking at websites and this and that, but you can set up a Shopify so easily. Yeah, it's so simple and you do really overcomplicate it in your head.
What is it like working with your sister?
Well, imagine living with your sister times 200 million.
I think it's like the stresses of owning a business, isn't it? It's like, it's just all the pressure, it's just, and obviously I'm gonna take it out on the closest person to me.
And you're not very professional with your family, so like I would never have a friend co-founder and take it too far, whereas with your sister there's no boundary. And you can say whatever you want and 10 minutes later you're friends again.
We will be having the most disgraceful argument, like ready to attack each other, and 5 minutes later my mum will be like, are you friends? And we'll be like, yeah, we're fine now, we're just having a Starbucks together.
Like, don't get involved, it's none of your business. What challenges have you faced throughout your business journey?
Well, there's been many.
Well, where do we begin?
There's challenges every single day, but one of the worst at the beginning probably was when we spent £5 grand on stock, and then literally we got it and it was just pulling apart. Like, it was necklaces and you could literally like slightly do that and it would just snap. At that point we didn't know to obviously order samples, see how it tests, have a wear test, and then if you like it, show it to your customer and then order stock. So even now, even when we're doing new collections, we like launch smaller quantities of items and then we'll kind of gauge if the customer likes it, see their feedback, and then from there we'll order more stock.
I think as well you need to make sure you, like Jazz said, testing every single piece, wear it yourself, go about your daily duties, like wash your hands, like do everything that you would normally do and make sure that it's up to standard, because the last thing you want to do is put something out there and then have to deal with the after effects of all the damage and having to replace or refund.
It's not the vibe. What advice would you give for someone starting out?
I think one of the biggest pieces of advice would just be to not give up, because it's so testing being a business owner, and like they say, if it was easy everyone would do it. You would just be able to, like everybody would be able to do it, and it takes a certain type of person with a certain type of resilience to keep going, and when you get knocked down, get back up again. And I think that is one of the main things. Just don't give up, because your dream is literally within reach if you are willing to put the work in.
And I also think as well that business is so glamorized on social media. Like, you see the very odd minority of people saying like, oh, like I've hit the million or whatever, but it's like, yeah, but you've not showed everything behind, all the struggles daily, even when you get to that point that you have every single day.
And I think nowadays, like with social media as well, and show the other side to where you're having multiple meltdowns
literally
about X, Y and Z.
What inspired you to start your jewellery brand?
We noticed a gap in the market for high quality jewellery at an accessible price point. When we first started Luxe, there were many larger jewellery brands which had a higher price point. However, the quality just wasn't there, and we didn't think like the pieces lasted long, that we were gifted for like Christmases and birthdays and stuff. So we wanted to create a brand that was accessible, that also families could gift their daughters, sisters, granddaughters, mums throughout generations, and it would kind of be like a sentimental thing. What was the first piece of jewellery you designed, and why did you design it?
So during lockdown, I was actually posting my own TikTok videos, and I had this cross, and all my friends and people would comment all the time saying, where's that cross from, like I need it. So we actually designed our own version of it, and that was the first ever product we launched. It was called the Large Luxe Cross, and we still have it today. Yeah, it's literally our baby.